Hello friends! Today I am going to work on an embellishment. Well, this one's going to be a tag. I was at a gathering this morning and we made little crafts, and this is what we made. I'm going to make my tag for this friend of mine. So I'm going to start. We got a box today. It was nothing fun. There was no scrapbooking or Tim Holtz supplies in there, but I got a box. So I gotta see about how big I want to make this tag. See, I want to make it huge like that, but that might be too big. Well, I'm still gonna start with this bigger part here. And yes, I'm tearing it because I really want to kind of tear it apart. See, this is what I'm going for. All of this coming out, and it's not as easy to just pull it off as you would think. Well, some boxes are easier than others, but as you can see, this is not coming out nearly as easy as I would normally want. But this is how we're going to start the tag. I'm still wondering, how big do I want to make it? Do I want to make it like this? Or like this? I'm an up and down kind of person, you know? I like them up and down. So, but I love this little messiness over there. So let's tear it here. Okay, and then we're going to tear it here. All right. I'm not necessarily going to tear it all off. Or maybe I am. Haha. Could be. Oh, I forgot. Hello, my name is Wendy. and in case you haven't met me before, I am a paper crafter and a junk journaler. Well, I aspire to be a junk journaler. I am a scrapbooker, so what do you think? Of course, by the time I make it, yeah, I'm thinking that's good, right? That's a good size. All right, so I'm going to throw some of this mess away. Oh, anyway, I'm a scrapbooker, a paper crafter, and an aspiring junk journaler. And if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and hit that like button and ring that notification bell. Okay, here we go. I'm going to grab some paper from a book and I'll be back. So I got this from a book that I thrifted, and when I go and look for books, I'm not looking for a storyline or plot or who the author is or anything. I'm looking for how yellow are the pages, because the more yellow, the better. The only thing is, and boy, I think this is correct, but I could be wrong. Anyway, you know, whenever I first started scrapbooking back in the 1900s, the late 1900s, there was all this about being acid-free and lignin-free and all that stuff, and I'm pretty sure that the papers that turn yellow have a lot of acid in them. So if you are using paper like from a book that you have thrifted or just had in your attic or basement forever, if you are using that, you might want to be very careful not to have your photograph touch the paper. So long as you have like another piece of paper that is preventing it from touching this paper, it's great. So this is a way of cutting. I have all kinds of different ways, but this is, you're going to get a rough edge. And I'm not liking how big this is. I'm going to take a little bit more off. And it's okay how rough it looks. the rougher the better. I've seen them on Amazon. I don't have one, but there are rulers that are already kind of like messed up on the side so that it really gives you a super rough cut. I want it really rough. I can do it myself. Okay, let's see. I kind of want this to go slanted up, like that is slanted. So let's see if I like that. Yes, I do. Yes. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to make it look even older than it already looks. So I am going to spin my Lazy Susan here. Vintage photo is definitely one of my favorites. I have lots of favorites. Vintage photo is definitely one of them. The other good one for this would be tea dye. I'm going to try vintage photo first. That's definitely a go-to for me. I'm just gonna do it down here. I don't really care how great it looks. So let's do that. Okay, I like that. All right. I think I'm gonna do ground espresso, which is the #1 ink that I use. Tim Holtz has had people ask him what are the best inks to buy, and he said if it's me, it's the browns. You know, his very first color that he came out was walnut stain, which is ever so slightly lighter than ground espresso. I just really love this ground espresso. And gives a really nice edge, but it's not black. I mean, I like the black too, but I mean, kind of, sometimes you want it to all be sort of earthy colors and stuff. So for me, it also was the browns, but for other people, it's other colors. Now, there's candy in here, and it's fall. So do I want to go Halloween-y, or do I want to go autumn leaves? To be honest, autumn leaves are going to be easier. They're pretty easy to do, so I think I'm going to go that route. So these are my 3 favorite leaves. This one is called Archie Leaves. This one's called Skeleton Leaves, and this one's called Fall Foliage. And I did a project earlier. Yes, I have some. I have a leaf in here. So I have all these bowls. I have all kinds of different stuff in them. And oh, here's some more way over here. Okay. So I have these leaves here. I have these. I have this. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have these. Oh, I have more. Well, this has already made my decision for me. Got snowflakes. Got a black leaf. Oh, I've got some more leaves right there. And I have a heart. Look at this. I have a heart because I love her. I might use that. Okay. So I have pretty much everything I need. I don't even have to cut anything. So this is one of the reasons why, oh, let me find a place for that. There we go. It's one of the reasons why I save stuff. Put it that way. Because if you save it, then you have it. If you want to make a quick little project. Oh, okay. First of all, I'm loving this. This I am loving. So I'm going to go back with my ground espresso. This is one of my, in fact, if you've listened to me talk about upcoming projects, this is the friend who is coming over later this week. Although, whatever we do, we'll probably not get on until the following week's YouTube vlog. But she's coming over, and we are going to play. She's the one that just came back from Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland in California. And people who are Californians know that Disneyland's in California. But other people, you know, say, yeah, Disneyland. They go, well, which one do you like? Do you like the one in California or do you like the one in Florida? I'm like, well, Disneyland is in California. However, I'll be really honest. I like them both. Yeah, I wonder if I put this then over this way so that they can be coming off of here and be tucked in and hidden a little bit better. I think I like that. I like that. Well, if I do that, then what else am I going to do? 'Cause I don't know. Oh, you heard me say that I don't like making decisions. I like it when things come together really well. That I like. Wow, that I really like. So let's try this. Get my little pokey tool. Zip it around here. Okay. Ooh, and I like that. Of course, there's that rule of 3. And there's not 3 there. I mean, there's 4. So I want to make it either 5. Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So I'm going to push that one off for a moment. I'm going to find a pencil, which I actually have one right there. And I have these pushed together, so I'm going to draw a line like this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to glue this little piece down. And if you haven't heard me say that I love PVA glue, I love PVA glue. This is my favorite glue. It glues quickly, and it glues really well. I know there are other glues out there, and I know there are lots of other glues out there, but this is the one I have found that I like the best. So when you find something that you like the best, you just sort of stick with it, right? Well, at least I am. Okay, so how did I have that? I think I had the black on top, and then that, and then that. Ooh, perfect. Okay. So now I've got these tweezers, and they're not like the normal tweezers that you use. When you press these, it opens. And when you let go of them, it holds. And, okay, you probably couldn't see that because it was black over black, but it just holds it. And I use these all of the time. I used to glue every bit of it, but you don't really have to. And if you want to, you always can. I think I want that to come off just a little more than I originally planned. Then I have my rag, and these are cotton towels. I think they're called flour sack towels. I got mine at Walmart. And they're great. And then I throw them in the wash when they get really icky. They get glue on them and everything. I just throw them in the wash with rags and, things that are dirty and icky. And I take that little bit of glue off of there because I wasn't thinking. Whoops, I hit you with my head. Sorry. Take that off too. But I throw them in the wash. and they come out looking great. So yeah, I'm sure you can find them on Amazon as well, or a number of other places. Okay, so I've got that. Now I had that crooked, didn't I? Yes, I did. I have to hide all of that. I am going to not glue that part down. So I will glue here, but not this part. Now this was just leftover paper from cutting out some hearts for some other project. And so it's the negative of probably wobbling this a lot. Hopefully not too much. Okay. I want this one to be on the bottom. Yeah, I guess I do want this one. It's fine. Okay. So I'll just glue a little bit here. Put that there. And then a little bit of this. Yeah. Can't get it to let go. Well, I did that sort of backwards, but that's all right. This is just a tag. And I don't know whether Haley will throw this away or not. I don't know whether she'll go, oh, look, I love it. It was made out of junk. Or whether she'll save it forever. Who knows? We'll find out, won't we? But, okay. And if you haven't heard already, I get these on Amazon. I have another bottle somewhere that is, oh, I don't know where it is. It still has, oh, there it is. It still has a tag on it. Fine line applicator. And I love it because it has that pin already there. It's not even sharp. I used to use these bottles. I don't even know. Yeah, so the pin goes in and out, but it would get stuck. The little ball would come out. I'd have to take, oh, never mind. We aren't even going to talk about that because this is superior to what I was doing before. Now I want to have a little something there. Let me look and see what I have around my desk. I certainly don't want to put a candy cane thing on there. That's sort of the wrong season. What do I have down in here? Ooh, this bow would be fun. I have triangles and Mickey fireworks. Let's see. Boy, these triangles were from a project from probably a year ago. Wow. But let's see how this bow looks. It may or may not look good with this. No. If it was in the orangey colors, that would be different, but it's not. Let's see. What other bowls do I have with stuff in them? Okay. Oh, she loves Mickey Mouse. That might be fun. Let's see, what else do I have? I don't know if you can see all of this. Here's a gear. Gears are always fun. I can pull up this edge and shove that under, maybe. What do we think? Is it, I don't know. It's not really going with the vibe, is it? These are leftovers from the book I made for my son, the Star Wars book that I made for my son. Now that, ooh, maybe, no, I don't like it there, but I kind of liked it there. Well, let's see what else I have. I have a little tag here. Oh, I have a little round one that I could put up here and just write her name. That is a thought. It's also a square one. And a little, and a little teeny tiny round one. Shouldn't have moved that down so well, okay. What do I think? Everything's on an angle, but I don't know that I want that on an angle. Well, I could put this one. No, I don't like that. Okay, well, I'm going to shove all this stuff back in here. I might as well throw all of these in here too. I could put a second heart. Oh, look at that. That was like a last minute thought. So it goes smaller, larger, larger, and then it is in threes, which, you know, there's something about magical about the number 3. Well, or any odd number. You know that, right? Anyway, throw that over there. I do like this, but I'm gonna grunge it up. So let me find my ground espresso. I wonder if this has a white core. It does. It has a white core. So I think I'm going to run it. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do something to this heart. I will be back. Okay, so I ran it through. Oh, I battle with this ring all the time. This is what it looks like when it's opened. It's an embossing folder, and this one is called Engraved. And it engraves it. Let's see if I can get this to focus. It will engrave it and use this. There we go. There's also the back side. So you can use either side. There we go. Get it to focus. So the first thing I'm going to do, oh, and I have these new, hold on. So I have these new sanding discs, and I haven't used them yet. I haven't even opened the package, obviously. So it says right on here, it's by Tim Holtz, because, you know, I love him. It's easy to use, the mini ink blending tool for sanding and distressing your craft projects. The medium grit sandpaper provides an ideal friction to work on cardstock, chipboard, wood, and more. So much more. Okay, so this is a blending tool. This one's dusty because it's just been sitting on my desk. So this is a blending foam. And you can take the blending foam off, put it on. I have several that I use a lot, and I just happen to have like an extra. So I'm gonna go like that onto the sanding tool, and I'm gonna use this side. And as you can see, whatever is raised, it's sanded off. Now this works with paper that has a white core, or Tim Holtz has some paper that has craft, which is brown, a recycled craft colored backing. So that actually was the back. Let's see how I like that. Oh, duh. Kind of like that. Let's try the front. Let's see what that does. I had another sanding tool that I've had for years. It's not nearly as easy to work with as this one. Although I'm personally not as familiar as to how to hold this one to get what I want out of it. So I was kind of used to that one. The other thing I'm going to do, even though I've already done the edges, because I can do them again, right? Okay, so now I'm going to set that over there. I'm going to get that ground espresso out again. Ooh, I like that. So, well, let's see. I really like that. I like it a lot. Okay. So since this is just a quick little project, I'm going to not worry about whether or not I'm making the right choice or not. I tell people all the time that I spend way too much time making sure that I make the right choice. What if I make the wrong choice? Well, it is just paper, Wendy. Wendy, it's just paper. Just embrace imperfection. This is my whole thing that I have been learning over the last little while. It's to embrace imperfection. So, pull this out. This is going to be the tag. Wonder how I want to adhere it. I do have some string in here. So where's my hole punch? Here it is. Okay. Where do I want to hole punch it though? Do I want to hole punch it here or here? But I like the way it dangles better there than here. Well, I guess I could hole punch it here, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, before I do that, I am going to, it's going to be ever so glamorous, not. I'm actually going to get my Sharpie out, and I'm going to say, to Haley. Love, Wendy. All right. And I think I'm even going to put a little Mickey Mouse. She'll know that's a Mickey Mouse, even though it doesn't really look like one. Okay. So now I think, well, first of all, the whole thing that we were doing with this was that we would wrap it underneath and then above so that I have to glue it to get it to stay, which is totally defeats the purpose. Okay, so in order to make sure this stays, I'm going to make my first little tie here. Just like tying a shoe, okay? Then I guess I'm going to do this. By the way, Rachel, I love you too. Rachel listens to my rambling. She's the one that came up with this idea. Just a really cute idea. Well, let's see. Kind of would work better if I did it backwards, like. Don't know if I can tie a bow backwards. Nope, can't do it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a knot. There we go. And now I'm going to make sure that my glue does not dry out. Ooh, one of the most important things in the whole wide world, make sure your glue does not dry out. I've got, if you saw me make my son's Star Wars Little Golden Book, that was from that, and I've had that on my table for a little while. I think I'm just gonna cut it like that. Huh. Okay, so what do you think? I think I'm happy. And here we go. So this was cardboard that came in a package that did not have anything fun in it. So deserved to be tore apart, right? And this came from a book, from a thrifted book. And then these leaves plus what was left over from making other hearts, plus this heart was all just sitting in one of the many bowls on my table. I did do a little bit of a technique by running it through the embossing folder, and then I roughed it up and put some ink on it, and there you go, it's done. I inked some of the edges, but not all of them, and I think I'm gonna go take that to her. So I will see y'all later. Now, if you like this, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. And I would really appreciate that. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.